Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. We're going to get ready to get going here. I'm just checking out the leaderboard and crunching the numbers. Before we get started, this broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. It's important to know that I'm not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. All right. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. If you're with us this morning, first I want to say thank you, and that's the good news. Hallelujah. God is good. Hope everyone has a blessed day today. If today is your first day, I just want to do an overview of what's going on, what you're looking at here, um, highlighting, showcasing the AI Auto Trader, which is a fully automated trading system that runs on the NinjaTrader 8 platform. When the strategies are enabled, this system will execute and manage the trades on your behalf. When the system does fire a trade, you'll see the stop and profit targets on the chart with a running P&L. We started my drones are running 23 hours a day. And the technology with this system is it leverages artificial intelligence. I have every one of my bots running in tandem with a drone. The drone feeds the bots information on the range of the market, where to put my stop and profit targets based on the range of the market, and the best trading hours to trade. We also use some pattern recognition with the candlestick patterns. So we had a huge move up. Let's just get an overview. A huge move up this morning. This is a look from overnight. Huge move up. And now the market is kind of filling in that gap from the big overnight move to the upside. So what I like to do is just wait for things to settle down for just a few moments. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Gene. Good morning, Ken. Good morning, Duke. Marcy, Rao. Colonel, thank you for joining me today. And I always start the morning session, I always look at the Forex Factory. We're in a really news-driven market. We're going to be trading all of the futures index equities and crude oil and gold. And you can see my leaderboard from running pre-market. These are the strategies that gained some traction on the overnight session. My retirement plan, my Steven, my 30 range ES, my 5-minute ES, and my YM and another ES strategy we use is also in the green. So we'll be keeping an eye on those and a few other hot strategies. I always look to piggyback my hottest strategy into my Apex accounts, and I use a trade copier. I'll copy the trades right off my sim accounts into multiple Apex accounts. So today's Forex Factory, this Steven strategy, I was watching it this morning, is just really running up the score nicely. This is a strategy that has a 50-tick trailing stop, and it really thrives on volatility. This is our actual single session record holding strategy. Made over $5,000 trading just one contract on the NASDAQ. And when there's some volatility on the NASDAQ, when there's big swings up and down, this bot loves that environment. So just to take a quick look at the Forex Factory, we got a busy day. Very news-driven market. on the calendar this morning. Well, the core retail sales already passed. Unemployment claims, the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. Look at this trade all the way. Bam! Stevens up 2,300. Caught that huge move down. Hit a home run on that big move down. This is a huge retracement from that move up this morning. We're going to have the natural gas and crude oil inventory at 10:30 and 11. So those are the next major news. Well, not major. We don't have any other red folders, but we have a couple yellow and oranges with natural gas and crude oil. And then we have some FOMC members. Janet Yellen is going to be speaking tentatively at approximately 11 a.m. So we'll keep an eye out for that 10:30, 11 natural gas and crude oil report. Our one-day passes for prop traders usually do really well on these crude inventory days. Yeah, crazy open. Wow. Rao's got 4,500 on gold. Great trading, Rao. Good morning, Vincent. Afternoon for you, Colonel. I always like to do a nice a look. I call them the "What have you done for me latelys." Those are the strategies that are red hot, and I like to share those in the mornings. I look over my performance. Ninja Trader has a very powerful trade performance metric where we can filter out each individual strategy. Retirement plan just jumped. Let me see if I can get a better picture for you. The retirement plan took this short trade. And the retirement plan has a really nice trade management strategy that will lock in profits as the trade matures, and it leverages just one contract. You could see the trades that it took today. This strategy's on fire. It's a 2-minute smart stop. It's leveraging the candlestick pattern recognition and doing quite well. Great job, Marcy. Yes. So we've got some strategies that are really running up the score today. And I just want to highlight what's hot, what's not. The ES has been red hot this week. The ES, we have several strategies to choose from. Our 5-minute drone and our signal A, our signal A, our signal B, our signal C, A, B, and C entries are up $4,000 this week. If we look at the analysis, a beautiful equity curve, and I always like to break it down by the half hour of the day and see when. When is it doing it? Huge green bar at 8:30. It loves those news reports. That ES30, the ES 5-minute. Those higher time frame ES strategies love that 8:30 news report. Huge volume on the E-mini, 10,000 contracts per minute. So the ES is hot. ES is one of our most consistent, strongest strategies. As far as the ODP, this week, the 30 range signal A, 50,000 ODP is batting 1,000. 5 for 5. Hasn't taken a loser yet. Our PA account template is up 331 with no losers. And the strategy that you see here that's really running up the score on this 8 Unirenko our Steven strategy. I was looking at the analysis on it, and you could see between 9 o'clock, let's put it on entry time, the most profitable time is 9:30 to 10. So it loves the volatility of that market open. The Steven strategy. From 9:30 to 10, it's up a couple $1,000 this week alone. And that will continue. It has been crushing it right through 11 a.m. on the Steven drone, on the Steven strategy. That's an 8 Unarenko strategy. And it looks like this market is really what it thrives on, this volatility. So the Steven 8 Unarenko, red hot this week, especially in the early morning session. The Haymaker, the 30 range, is right in our 11 a.m. window. That's always one to keep an eye on. And then the NQ Scalper. The NQ Scalper's up almost 5,000 this week, running it wide open. And we're going to be taking a look at that one at about 10 o'clock. If we do a time analysis of the entries, we could see that 10:30 window on our NQ Scalper is just running up the score. So really nice volume this morning. And we've got some strategies that are hot. And we're going to try to see if we can piggyback one of these strategies over into our Apex accounts. I use a trade copier. And what I do with the trade copier is I pick my hottest strategy, the one I feel the best about, and I piggyback the trade across 5 or 6 accounts. And I have a very modest profit goal. I'm not trying to break the bank. If I can make a few $100s a day, I'm happy. I'm just keeping my eye on Steven here. It seems to really like this market environment. Hello. Yes, my love. I have a 19-month-old. She's going to help her dad trade this morning. I am blessed, I'll tell you. There goes Steven again. Keeping my eye on this one. I'd like to just sit on my hands until about 10 o'clock. So we're running everything everything right now is running in its own individual SIM account. Let's take a look at our 30 range. Steven will trade. It's a very aggressive strategy. That's why I'm a little hesitant. But when it's hot, man, this thing is a real weapon. Trying to break through that upside resistance. Now this is a strategy that runs on a 30 range. And this one will fire off on all of our triggers. And with the machine learning, it keeps track of the data of each one of our triggers and how it performs. And it learns when and which one to use. One of our hottest strategies has been the NQ scalper. The NQ scalper starts trading at 10 a.m. And I'm kind of waiting for that one to kick in. I've been having really good luck with it. But we're keeping our eye open on a few others. Got a lot of support and resistance on this 2-minute chart. You almost can't even see the price. Excuse me for just a moment. I'm going to leave this running up in the background here. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Curious to watch this strategy. Seems to be doing extremely well today. Kind of took an entry off the bottom. Bottoms and tops are very hard to call. So it's a counter trend position. On a 2-minute. Our 2-minute right now, market structure wise, is set up for a short trade. You can see my Ligure oscillator momentum shifted and is swinging up to the upside. And this bot jumped in long. Kind of going against the grain. On my 30 range chart, we're lined up for a long trade. So we don't have a multi-time frame alignment of trend just yet. I always like to have my 2-minute and my 30 range aligned. Moving averages, same color. Right now there's a disparity. This strategy is red hot pre-market. E-mini's right at the VWAP. Needs that break of the VWAP. Man, what a beautiful entry on the ES. Little risky going right into the VWAP. This yellow dotted line on my ES chart is the VWAP. If we break through that VWAP, we could catch a nice ride to the upside. This is the ES30 star. This is a strategy one of our members shared with us, Robert. Robert was made about $15,000 in the last 3 weeks trading this 30 range on the E-mini. We've got our 1-2. Now my stop just jumped up automatically to lock in those profits. So we're in our profit window now on this 2-minute trade. My stop swung up, and it's not going to give back any more than it could potentially win at this point. So there's an equal risk to reward right here. Breaking through the VWAP here. Nice. Here we go. 952, 952. We got crude oil, natural gas, 10:30:11. Nice trade. Look at this strategy's up 3,200. This strategy's been trading well today too. I was watching it pre-market. This ABC. So we're coming right into our peak trading time. This 10 to 11 hour. Good volume. Very good volume on the E-mini. The counter you see on the bottom right of my chart, that's contracts per minute. So we got really nice volume, just under 3,000 on the NASDAQ, just under 6,000 on the E-mini. See if we can get an alignment of trend here on the 30 range and the 2-minute. Crude oil's taken off. Russell just jumped in. The 1-day pass on the Russell. Let's check it out. So the RTY took a 1-day pass to the short side. And these are our prop trading templates to pass the evaluation. They will automatically trade the half hour of the day that historically is the most profitable. So we're looking for a short roll with the 1-day pass. We got a trailing stop. Come on down. Come on down. Bounced on us. All right, the 1-day pass is negative 1235. Okay, here we go with a big move down. Raoul got 750 on gold. Let's take a look at the gold chart, Raoul. Ooh, headed up, up, and away. Yeah, now price bounced off the VWAP and is headed back down. That's why that long position on the ES had me nervous. Trading into that VWAP can be very risky. Here's another beautiful swing to the downside. All right, let's go to our NQ scalper. NQ scalper is going to kick in at 10. Retirement plans in. Retirement plans up 1,000 this morning. NQ goes up. Gold comes down. So there's an inverse correlation. All right, it looks like we've got some agreement here on the 30 range and the 2-minute. Market structure-wise, we're headed down. We got a lot of downside support. Let's see if we can break through this support. The scalper jumps in at 10. You know, the NQ scalper actually is looking at a Unorenco. There it goes. This is the NQ scalper, just kicked in at 10 o'clock. This is a unique strategy. It has a two contract strategy. Target 1 is 25 ticks. And with this two contract strategy, it's really super important to hit that first target. That takes all the risk off the table. And it puts us in the trade risk-free with a shot to really score a home run with a trailing stop. So if we hit this first target, boom. Now we're in the trade risk-free. And we have the potential now to really score a beautiful trade to the downside, which it's doing. So that was, I mean, this week you could set your clock to 10 o'clock and turn this strategy on and be done for the day with $400 or $500. It's really been uncanny. And there goes the NQ scalper. One for one with a beauty. Absolute beauty. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. Oh, I accidentally closed it. Woo! Bam! Just like that. And that's how it's been going, with the NQ scalper. Just passed 3 evaluations on that trade. Put me over the 53,000 mark on 3 accounts. And a few more, just a few dollars away. And that was a $4,800 trade just now on the NQ scalper. And looking back at the performance, this is a strategy that started trading at 10 a.m. and by 10:02, it's up $1,120. And let me tell you, today wasn't just a one-off. This is what this strategy's been doing. Being a terrible trader as I am, it really wasn't rocket science. It took very little to no skill at all, really. It's just a matter of looking at the analysis. But you can see I'm going to check off all of my Apex accounts and show you a summary. From September 26th to October 17th, just under $23,000. just under 23,000. I've done it to kind of the blood, sweat, and tears route without going for the home run trade. I've just been hitting singles and doubles over the last 2 or 3 weeks very consistently. And it finally put me over the hump on 1, 2, 3 accounts I got funded on. And I'm about $90 away on a fourth and about $200 away on a fifth. And I have a strategy that I feel really comfortable and confident that I can conform to all of the rules that Apex puts forward with their 30% consistency rule. And I can chip away at it and really put some nice money in the bank. Oop, let me turn this off quick. Okay. So let's re-enable the strategy and let it continue to run. I turned mine off because I got my goals. But we'll let the NQ scalper continue to run. I kind of accidentally disabled it. But let's let it continue to run. That's really the AI. That's really the AI, Mark. And Steve, one of our members in the group, not only Robert but now Steve, shared this strategy with our members that like clockwork. At that 10 o'clock time frame, it's just been doing extremely well. The important thing with these strategies is once you hit your profit goal, cut it off for the day. Every time you get into a trade, you run a risk of giving it back. And I didn't want that to happen. I disabled mine. The strategy can go on to make 3,000 or 4,000, but it can also go on to lose our profit limit, our loss limit. Now we can set how much we're willing to risk or make for a daily session. And we also have a trailing drawdown, just like the prop firms have. So if you only want to lose 500, if you go up 1,500, it'll only let you come back to plus 1,000. It has a trailing stop, just like a prop firm would have. The scalper back in short. Back down to plus 370. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, today was what a picture-perfect trade, that right in time. I'll tell you, I was joking around yesterday because a good friend of mine, Lee Goldstein, he runs 10-minute trades, and he does what he calls appointment-based trading. He trades the news reports on a fixed schedule. This strategy reminds me of that. You could kind of set your clock for 10 o'clock. And I waited all morning. I was tempted seeing the NQ 2-minute and Steven run up the score, but I kind of stuck to my game plan. See if we can get some legs now to the upside. This is kind of what happened yesterday. It started with a big crash down, and all of a sudden the thing just made a rebound and was flying to the upside, scoring left and right. So there's no risk on the trade now. We got some upside resistance. Let's see if we can break on through. Didn't happen. Let's go to our 2-minute smart stop. Just trying to catch this short move. Got some downside support. Let's see if we could break it. Could have some running room if it does. Got some selling pressure here. Trying to push through. If it pops, look out. Come on down. Come on down. Let's go. Come on down. Don't stop now. That last little pivot there. Oh, man, we were so close. Woo! Woo! We were so close. See if we can get another roll to the downside. Jump right back in short. We've got an alignment, multi-time frame alignment and trend now. And that can change very quick. Now we got a 10:30 and 11 o'clock report on natural gas and crude oil. A little bit of a bounce now. Let's check out the leaderboard. The NQ Sim Smart Stop. We're watching on the top right. Steven Drone, we're not watching right now. We're watching the scalper. The Steven Drone is up 2,300. Retirement plan about 1,000. Our ES is still up nicely. I piggybacked the scalper. We really focus on the ones that are gaining traction in the current trading environment. I'm sure we have strategies that are losing, and that's good because we know not to trade them. They stick out like a sore thumb, just like the ones that are in the green. Here we go, getting a pop to the upside. Looking for a home run here, long, on the NQ scalper. It's got some ground to make up. Hey, Dr. Jeff, I just saw your question. I'm using Rhythmic. Nice job, Doctor. You must have caught those same two short moves I did. Here we go. Come on, let's get a bounce. Let's go. All risk is off the table now. Now we just need some follow through to the upside. We're one trade away from being right back in the game with the scalper. Made a couple hundred on that trade. Just need 25 ticks for the first target. Bam, got it. I was working with one of our members, Randolph, and Randolph and I made a new ATM strategy for this scalper. That just goes for a very modest profit target, a true scalping strategy. Wow, you see it pop right back in long? 20, it's got to go 25. Bam, got it. See, this strategy that we put together It goes all in and all out at 25 with 2 contracts. So you're just chipping away at about $250 a trade. See if we can get some follow through here. Things have slowed down significantly since the open. We're coming up to our news reports. We're going to keep an eye on crude oil. We've got natural gas and crude. All right, we're within striking distance. We're just getting started with this session. The NQ scalper is hot till about 12 o'clock. There we go. Our ES30 range is kind of drifting in the wind. We need it to break through that VWAP in a big bad way. Come on now, let's break through that support, through that resistance. It's going to come up and retest it. Come on, push up. Come on up. It's coming into that resistance. Let's see if we can get through it. If we get through it, we got a clear shot to that profit target. Push on through. Let's go. Here we go. Let's launch it. Let's launch it. Break it. Now we need 3/4 of the candle body to break that area of resistance. And then we got a clear shot to the moon. Speaking about to the moon, did you see that rocket over the weekend? Holy moly. Elon Musk. That SpaceX rocket. Here we go. Here we go. This trade could put us right back on top. We got a clear shot right to the target. Want to get in our profit window now. All right, come on now. Let's go. Push. Push it up. Wow. $8,000. Let's go to the moon. Giving us the old stutter step. Candle reversal is 40 ticks. Every new bar in the direction of the trend is 8 ticks or 2 points. This is an 820-40 Unirenko. Okay, we're back in the green. The scalper's back in the game. $20 contracts. Wow, wow. Here we go. Look, the ES is testing that VWAP now. If we can break through this VWAP, that 30 star is going to score. We took a long entry right into it. But this ES30 range has been finding the target. Take a quick look at the stock market. I was looking at my oh, here we go, another long trade. We need that first target so bad on these trades. Hit it. Get it. Oh, it touched it. Push up. Okay. Now we're in good shape. Now you got a free shot. We're going to take a closer look at the scalper. Push back up. Let's go. Man, I'd love to see that E-mini break the VWAP. Bounce right off the 50. It's kind of stuck between the 50 and the VWAP on the E-mini. You know, I've noticed, ooh, I see the problem now. I'm getting a little bit of lag here. My trades are not getting fired off. Let me see if I can get this lag corrected. Wow. That ends, oh my goodness. That one strategy's made over 3,000 today. Okay, now we're back caught up. Let's see, here it is. Okay, the natural gas report is just coming out now. Natural gas, 10:30. Crude oil at 11. I usually like to play the crude oil. I have a $300,000 eval. This strategy's been red hot. Okay, here we go. We're back in. Let's see if we can get this scalper going. Get that green background color of our chart. That's our bias indicator. Really a very powerful indicator. What it's looking at is a multi-time frame alignment of trend. When that green background on my chart shows, that means on the higher time frame, it's also trending to the upside. Usually, well, if you're not using the bias indicator, what you would normally do is maybe pull up a tab and look at a 15-minute chart just to see what the overall trend is, to make sure you're entering a trade in the same direction as the trend, so you're not taking a counter trend trade. What this does is it prevents you from taking a counter trend trade as long as you have that green background bias. And our software does a really nice job of defining risk, not only with the areas of support and resistance. These red lines that you see on my chart are pivots. or areas of support or resistance. But also, risk is also defined when we have that multi-time frame alignment of trend. Scalper's back up 445 for the month of October. This is what the analysis looks like on the scalper. You could see why I got so excited when 10 o'clock came. I just waited for it. At 10 o'clock for the month of October, this strategy, just playing it between 10 and 10:30, it made $2,500, $2,510. 10:30 is our next highest window, which is the window we're in right now. In the month of October, it's made $2,185. So trading this strategy just between 10 and 11 this month, you're up about $4,600, $4,700 on one I'm sorry, this is on two contracts. Really, the key to this strategy is getting your first target. 25 ticks on the NASDAQ is, a very, I don't want to say easy because nothing's easy in trading, but it's not it's a single. It's not a home run trade. 25 ticks. Jumped right in short with the shift. We got our pink background bias. Let's see if we can get some legs to the downside. Man, tense up isn't the word, Mark. If I had 20 contracts on the line like Rao, you'd have to call 911. I'm a big chicken. My emotions sabotage my trading, so this system's been a godsend for me. Now, to keep it interesting, at 11, I'm going to put that $300,000 account on that crude oil. Here we go. Here we go. You're always one trade away from doing something big with this strategy. Bam. The 2 minute score, the 8 unit Renko is flying. Let's break this support. Let's break this support. Ah. So our 2 minute and 8 unit Renko here. Trying to score on this move to the downside. Boy, that 2 minute strategy's hot today. The 2 minute at the top right is using the smart stop. That's our pattern recognition, candlestick pattern recognition. Looking for a short roll here. Couldn't get it. Ain't that the truth, Colonel? Come on, we need to roll to the downside. Didn't get it. Great job, Marcy. With the bot. All right. Beautiful. My Steven went to sleep. I'm surprised. Usually Steven would be trading away. I'm going to have to see him. I might have disabled it accidentally. Let me re-enable Steven. I think I did. Um, where is it? Steven, where are you? Steven Bot and Drone. Wake up, wake up. Now, if you're somebody that prefers candlestick patterns, we could see this same strategy on a 30 range. What the strategy parameters are is a Unorenko, but that doesn't stop you from using a different data series on your chart. Some people prefer to see the candlestick patterns, and you can certainly trade it that way. The chart is strictly for your visual pleasure. However you like to see it is one thing. The strategy is a separate entity. Marcy joining us from Romania. It's 5:40 p.m. Okay, we got 15 minutes. We're going to do the crude oil report and call it a day for today. Tomorrow, good news. It's Miller time. God willing, Mark Miller, owner of Right Line Trading, is going to be trading the AI auto trader. And if you haven't had the pleasure, come join us. Come check it out tomorrow. Mark changes between his prop accounts and live accounts. And it's always a great day on Friday to start your weekend early. Let's go to our crude oil, our Signal A drone. Signal A drone, we're on it. Oh, sorry about that. See if we can get the scalper on. Just get a breakout to the downside out of this compression zone. Went the wrong way on us. Had some sideways action there. Usually a lot of volatility builds up and it'll pop out one way or the other. Unfortunately, it was in this case, it was to the upside. Profit target's way down there. Get that target. Uh-oh. Get that target. Hey, Ian. Not sure what that means. Break to the downside now. Let's go. Hmm. Break to the downside. Oh, God bless. uh, come on now. Break to the downside. Let's go. Get us back in the game with this scalper. Got a lot of volatility building up here. Which way is it going to break? Got us. Right back. Boy, I don't like these compression zones. I noticed my ABC stopped. My ABC must have hit the daily profit goal. Now we need some follow through. Come on now. We're getting chopped up here. Come on. Give us one good push to the downside. Let's go. Come on now. Let's go. All right, we got 9 minutes. 9 minutes for crude oil inventory. Let's see if it has an effect on the crude oil market. Got some unrest in the Middle East. Prices have been very volatile. Boom, it jumped right back in. Man, it's dying to catch a short roll. Is it finally going to get it? Just need some follow through here. Next week, I'm going to set up a second trade management for this strategy. I'm going to put 2 contracts all in, all out at 25 ticks. Go for 50 ticks of profit, 250 a trade. I think we are hitting our profit target, our first profit target, about 60% of the time. That's just a guesstimate. I'm going to run the data through we have an AI closed loop system that we've developed that will crunch the numbers in 2 seconds. All right, the scalper's kind of holding its own. We're going to get ready for the crude inventory report here. Come on, give us our first profit target. See if anything else is coming up. No. The NASDAQ. Today was the day for the NASDAQ. It was very obvious which strategies were going to make money today. They came right to the top, poked us on the shoulder. Okay, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Get that first target. Get it out. Hit it. Okay. Let's go. Bit choppy. Choppy, choppy. Here comes a signal A on crude. Here comes a signal A on crude. You see my cross just came up on my crude chart. Oh, that's a signal B, excuse me. Scalper's dying to launch off. Having a tough time getting follow through to the upside here. We're bouncing off all of these areas of resistance. We're exactly break even. My Steven went to sleep. Oh, my 30 range ABC is back. Take a look at that one in just a minute. See if we can get a break to the upside. I think our window of opportunity for the moment on this scalper is closed. We had a great run from 10 to 10:30. Man almighty. Dr. Ken got a nice score on the micros. Come on, push to the upside. Sim Smart Stop too. Oh, that's a great strategy also. Let's take a look at Sim Smart Stop. All right, 1 minute, 1 minute. Here we go. Let's see if we get into a crude trade. Make sure I got the drone in. Yep.
Order submitted.
Nothing doing on crude. Sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. Our 6 Unorenko on the E-mini jumped in short. Here we go. We could get a short roll now. Let's see what happens. It's moving right up to resistance. Good volume on crude. 1,000 contracts a minute.
Order submitted.
Nothing doing on crude. Right up into resistance. In order for that trade to trigger, it would need to take a short roll on a signal A. Signal B is very close to jumping in. I'll tell you what trade looks good is that ES on the 6U.
Order submitted.
Just got a nice ES trade short.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
In our profit window on the E-mini. That was a bounce right off the VWAP to the short side. That was a beautiful trade. You see this signal C entry right here on this candle. Just below the VWAP. And we had our background bias.
Order submitted.
All right, we desperately need some follow through on one of these trades. We've been getting chopped up. Let's see if we can finally get a nice move here. No follow through. We could be close to getting this short roll here. Let's see if it continues to roll to the downside on crude. We still got decent volume for crude.
Order submitted.
See what the inventory report was. Oh, I just saw. All right. U.S. gas inventory is up by 76 billion cubic feet. That was the natural gas report. Inventory's up. Plenty of supply. Prices could go down. Moving into the winter months.
Order submitted.
Come on, let's get one good short roll here on the NASDAQ. Get us back in the game here. See if we can push through this area of resistance. Bam. Couldn't do it. Might jump right back in. Well, crude looks like it was a dud. Let's see what the report was. Crude inventory decreased by 2.2 million barrels. Inputs average per day decreased by 7,000. So supply's getting shorter. Look for price to go up on crude. Whatever I think, do the opposite. It's what usually works. It's like George Costanza on Seinfeld. All right, well, I think things have kind of settled down here. I was hoping we'd get a nice run, but things kind of went sideways on us here. Take a look at the stock market. This morning, we had a big run up. Let's take a look at the E-mini. This is a 5-minute chart. Let's start it at 9:30 this morning. Had a nice run up overnight. And a little bit of a retracement once the market opened at 9:30 right here. Broke down below the VWAP. And Jen just kept bouncing off the VWAP. Well, we certainly had some great opportunities this morning, and the system really capitalized on it. Got a little spike in volume here, about 1,200 contracts a minute on the NASDAQ. Hey, Hassan. Ray of Hope, I'm going to put a link in the chat box. Let's see if we can get this with some legs to the upside. In the description of our webinar, there's a link. I'll also share. Here we go. This is the move. Here we go. Come on now. Don't stop now. Oh, it's not letting me.
Order submitted.
Here, I'm going to put a link in for you here. Just give me one moment. We're actually running a sale right now for 50% off on our lifetime. The coupon code is the word lifetime. I'm going to put it in this little note I've got.
Order submitted.
And then we're going to wrap up. Save $200 for the monthlies. And save 1,000. Right now, save $1,000 on the annual. And for this weekend, we're including the full Monty, which means every single one of our strategies and bots, all of the chart templates, ongoing tech support, access to the YouTube live streams, and all updates, all add-on markets are all included. Let me see if I can put that in a little better for you. Sorry. Let me see if I can put that in a little better for you. Sorry. Let me see if I can put that in a little better for you. Sorry. Let me see if I can put that in a little better for you. Sorry. Let me see if I can put that in a little better for you. Sorry. Let me see if I can put that in a little better for you. Sorry. Let me see if I can put that in a little better for you. Sorry. Let me see if I can put that in a little better for you. Sorry. Let me see if I can put that in a little better for you. Sorry. Let me see if I can put. Okay. I heard that too, Colonel. What I did, I logged into the YouTube real quick. For some reason, I can't chat. Oh, I can't chat. My God. Ay, ay, ay. I'm getting old, man. All right, this is our last trade here for me. I'm going to take a lunch break right after this, but let's see if we can get this to mature to the upside. And I just want to do a recap of our schedule here at Right Line Trading on YouTube. And we've got some big changes coming in the very near future. We're going to have a little bit more of a variation with some of the other professional traders on our team. And I really think that that's something that distinguishes us from our competitors is we leverage our software in a live market every morning. We have 3 separate live trading rooms. If you include this one, it's 4. We have 2 other futures rooms, and we have another option, and we have an options live trading room where David Wise trades the SPY super system. And moving forward, we're going to get some of our pros and put them in the hot seat. and stream it live on YouTube. Our ES30 star, that's the one we were watching all day. Let's go back to that. It's coming back to the VWAP. We desperately need that to break through the VWAP. Never could get a trade on that crude report. We did get a beautiful short roll off of resistance, but our 50 was green, which prevented that entry. So it just didn't set up the way we needed to in order for a trade to trigger. We try to take our entries with the least amount of risk. See if we can get a push up here. We got some upside resistance in this lull. I'm going to go over my performance for this week. My performance across my Apex accounts was just under $10,000. I had a $775 drawdown. So out of $10,540 in trades, 95.75 were winners. So really nice this week. And going back 3 weeks, I'm just about 20,000. We passed 3 evals today. I could show you on my copier. We got funded on 26, funded on 27, and funded on 37. And on 38, we're about $90 away. Number 17, we're about 260, 270 away. So starting next week, I'll be trading those PA accounts live on YouTube. And we're going to look to make some consistent payouts. That's what it's all about, right? So I hope you'll join me next week. The good news is tomorrow, Mark Miller will be joining us. And if you haven't seen him trade before, really, it's a lot of fun. Going into the weekend, our leaderboard today, the NQ scalper came back into the green. That strategy was up between 10 and 10:30. It was up over 1,000. I always say, listen, if your strategy hits 1,000, call it a day. Don't give it back, please. It hurts. It hurts to watch. But listen, I've seen several of these strategies make 3,000-4,000 in a day, and everybody's risk tolerance is different. Me myself, if I see it up 1,000, there's no way in this world that I would take another trade. That's just me. But we had several strategies that really ran up the score today. Our 2-minute smart stop on that's a retirement plan strategy was up just under $3,000. It was $3,000 less commissions is $2,745. And our 30 range ABC was up 2,000. Our Steven drone 18. Oh, we got into oil. Here we go. Now we took the short roll with a red 50. This could be our ODP as well. Let me take a look at the positions. Nope, just the drone. So we're in a nice short roll here on crude. We've got a 6-to-1 risk to reward ratio. We're risking 15 to make 90. We've got a 15 tick trailing stop. And if we're fortunate enough for it to come within 15 ticks of our profit target, we're going to lock in a bunch of money with our profit window. Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, Brandon, Brandon knows me for a long time. He knows that I'm an awful trader. It's not a secret. I'm horrible. So to see results like those, it's really a testament to the power of this AI auto trader. I really can't take any of the credit. Well, for showing up on time, I'll take the credit on that. Yeah, I did figure out the issue I was having a few months ago with the copier. I know what was causing it now. It had to do with the pattern recognition. Let's see if we can get this trade now to mature to the downside. Crude oil's looking nice. That's the signal A that we look to take. If we're going short, we want that 50 to be short. We want that 50 to be red. Excuse me.
Order submitted.
Hey, Cassius. Thanks for coming back. Oh, you missed it? Yeah, it's on our YouTube channel. Yeah, it was recorded. Yeah, if you're with us today, you're at the Investor Summit yesterday. The recording is on our YouTube channel. We did send a replay this morning as well via email. Another big day today, Cassius. We've got some really powerful strategies that at certain times of the day, they're like clockwork. And really, that's our methodology. That's my methodology. That's the company's methodology. We rely solely. We make all of our decisions are all data-based decisions. No emotion, no feelings. We're not dogmatic about which instrument we trade. We just want the one that makes money. We don't care what time frame it's on. If it makes money, it makes sense. All right, last trade of the day. We're in the NASDAQ trade on my right with no risk on the trade. We hit our first profit target of 25, and now we've got a nice runner with a 50-tick trailing stop with no risk. You could obviously manage the position yourself by sliding the stop or the profit targets. You could close the trade if you want to take profits. You have a lot of options. If you want to use your own discretion, it's certainly available to do. Or if you just want to let it play out, fully automated. Thank you, Rao. What can I say, Rao? I mean, you know, even a blind squirrel can find a nut sometimes, I guess. I'll take it.
Order submitted.
I really think it's really great to be able to be on YouTube and to showcase our trading systems.
Connection lost.
We always like to see let anybody who's interested in the system to see a trade a live market. It's an extremely powerful tool to have in your arsenal. Let's see if we can push through this resistance. We're due for one. It's a lot of resistance though, but man, we're due for a runner. I'd love to see this ES break that VWAP. It's been struggling all day. I was going to look at the stock market. I got a long-term hold in Nvidia. I bought it right before it split, about a year too late. But listen, I think this thing moving into the future with this new technology that they're coming out with, it's just
Negative.
mind-blowing. You know, just like we witnessed over the weekend with Elon Musk with that rocket. Holy moly, how he made that thing land right in the holder coming out of space. I mean, that was incredible. Major advancements in technology. Come on, let's go. Let's keep pushing up. Nvidia is just under 140 a share. I think I got it at 111. I think it's right before it split. I paid I think about 1,100 per share, and I bought 10 shares. And then when it split, it turned into 100 shares. So I could sell covered calls, but I don't want to lose my shares. Let's go. Let's keep pushing. We make it up into our profit window. You're going to see that stop really smother that trade and lock it in. It's giving it room. About 50 ticks of room. The ES is pushing through. We need a good stiff wind here. Here we go.
Order submitted.
One more resistance. One more level to break through. Come on, let's go. All the way. Break it. Need 3/4 of that candle body through that pivot. That resistance will become our support. Let's break it. Let's break it. We're right at the VWAP on the E-mini. Right at the VWAP. The volume is waning. Okay. All right. The scalper ended the session with 780. Really beautiful trade. So, listen, I just want to thank everybody for joining me. If you're able to join us tomorrow, it's really going to be a great session. Mark Miller will be joining us, God willing. And if you would, please like my video on YouTube. It gives us a little traction, gets fresh eyes on our system, and it really helps us out as a company, and we really appreciate it. Thanks again for your time. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. So long, everybody.